Welcome to FireStar Tarot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Insight, intuition, wisdom, and inner knowledge. Looking at life from a higher perspective. Mind-blowing creativity. The path to self. The universe is your playground. The power of self-sacrifice. Remember, this is a healing channel. All the information you need is in the description box down below. Let's begin. Well, hello, Virgo, and welcome to FireStar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt, and as you can tell from the title, this is going to be your weekly reading, okay? So this is going to be messages for you guys this week. Clearly, you guys, if the title resonates, there should be some form of message or at least some form of resonating with some of the messages within these readings, okay? If the title doesn't resonate, more than likely the reading's not going to help you or help, your situation, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. If the title doesn't resonate, if this video is not for you, cool, it's not for you, keep it moving. Next week, check back in and hopefully there'll be messages for you, okay? Remember, you guys, my channel is all about healing. It's all about the path to self. So I'm not here to predict your future. I am just merely giving you a different perspective of looking at your situation with higher guidance, okay? So with that being said, remember, time is irrelevant here on my channel, okay? So all of my readings are timeless, which means it can be past, present, or future, okay? Let's see. Don't forget, if you guys want to book a personal reading, my email, all the information you need to anything, my social media links, my email address, anything is down below in the description box. Okay, you guys. I'm doing a 5,000 subscriber giveaway over on Instagram. Plus, I have another game that's going till about 10 p.m. Texas time tonight on Instagram. You guys go check that out if you guys want to possibly win a chance at one question being answered. So definitely go check out my Instagram. Again, everything's down below in the description box. Email if you want to book a personal reading. There will be an extended, you guys, individually $5. Email me, FireStarPassion@gmail, and be like, hey, Empress Egypt, I'd like the extended for Virgo. Don't forget to mention the title, you guys, all right? It makes it easier, and I can get you that link sooner after you purchase, okay? It does take about 48 hours to get the link when you're purchasing individually. If you want it sooner, or if you know you're getting more than one extended a month, definitely check out Patreon. Patreon links down below as well, you guys. $11, 11 cents a month. You can't beat it. All the extendeds, 4+ extendeds a month, okay? So yeah, with that being said, Virgo, let's get into this damn reading because you know your girl can talk, all right? So obviously I have already shuffled off the camera and set intentions. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. We're going to be looking at the challenges that you may be facing this week or anything that may be difficult within your energy, okay? Spirit, what messages do we have for Virgo this week? What do we have for my Virgos going on this week? All right, let's see what's going on. Spirit, what do we have for Virgo? First up, we do have the Seven of Wands, interesting, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so we have both in conflicting energy. First is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, very interesting. So there's a lot of problems and fears that are actually kind of, I feel like honestly, Virgo, there's been something that you've been dealing with that gives you a lot of anxiety, something that you've been really fearing. It's been hard for you to face whatever this is, but I do feel like you're coming out of it. I feel like there's a transition, okay? Now, if that's not the case for you, Virgo, then it's reversed. This means that you may be going into this fear, this problem, these issues, okay? So we will clarify the cards and find out what everything is, but clearly there's definitely some conflictions and also transition when it comes to fears. We also have the Page of Swords coming through in conflicting energy, okay? So I feel like you're really scared when it comes to communication, okay? So now whether this is because someone in your past did not communicate with you, or maybe you communicated too much, maybe it was the opposite way, maybe you never communicated enough, Virgo, maybe again, someone never communicated with you or communicated too much. So it's an energy of having a lot of problems and fears when it circles communication, okay? So it's again, a transition. So I do feel like honestly, this is something from the past that you're kind of trying to move away from, or if not move towards here. And I do feel like if you are coming from it and you're moving forward, okay, from this, Virgo, I feel like you're coming out of your fears. Okay. You're coming out of just facing those fears and kind of feeling, you know, this energy of accomplishment, but still having some final things to do. Okay. So it's an energy of trying to figure out how to think in a new way. So it's kind of a confusing time frame. Okay. I feel like if you guys are going towards something, okay, so take it how it resonates, Virgo, don't shoot the messenger, it is what it is. But I feel like if you're going towards something, this is an energy of definitely, there's going to be some issues. There's going to be some problems that maybe you're not seeing or you're not looking at properly, okay? So you're going to be going in from an energy of feeling good into an energy of having to face your fears, okay? Or maybe you're afraid of something that you're moving towards here, okay? Or moving away from. So again, take it how it resonates. We'll clarify and find out exactly what's going on, but I just want you guys to understand the energy we're in right now, okay? We also, wow, the Eight of Swords, interesting, very interesting. So there's definitely a lot of internal conflict within this energy this week or surrounding this energy currently. Again, I feel like there's a lot of things going on in your mind. I feel like you're thinking about a lot of things, but I do feel like there's a sense of, even though there's a lot of things in your mind, you're somewhat kind of organized with it. Because you're organized with it enough to be able to think about a few things over and over again, okay? I do feel like there's a lot of random thoughts, but I feel like for the majority of your thoughts, Virgo, it's, again, an energy of being organized, even though there's a lot of shit in your head, okay? So it's almost like this sense of, again, I feel like you've really thought about whatever this is, clearly, because again, you're in the 7 stages, kind of coming out of a 7, going into an 8 here. And again, there's this transition of thinking about things differently or going into a way of where you're going to have to think things differently. So again, it's just an energy of having, again, a lot of confusion, but yet at the same time, even though you're confused and there's a lot of things you're thinking about within this energy, it's definitely an energy of also having some form of control within your, again, thoughts, okay? I know that was confusing. I hope it makes sense to you guys. Sometimes I don't make sense and I apologize, but it is what it is. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll try to clarify for you guys, okay? Two of Wands energy in reverse. Wow, Virgo. I do feel like, because again, I feel like you feel like confident that you're okay within the thought process, right? It's like you feel like even though you got a lot of shit in your head, you're all right with the way you're thinking, okay? But clearly with the Page of Swords energy, it's that transition of thinking different, period, okay? Depending on which side of the scale you're at, what situation you're in, the overall energy is the fact that there's a transition taking place between something that you didn't think about properly because there was intimacy involved, okay? Or because there's intimacy involved. And so it's an energy of having to think different. Again, I feel this energy of Virgo, you feeling kind of confident within your thought process, but there is something going on, right? There are a lot of things that you're thinking about, even though they're organized, they're not necessarily taken care of. So they're just thoughts in your head that are strategically placed and you go to for certain reasons or at particular points. I hope that makes sense. But this stops you from moving forward. This actually stops you from fully loving and respecting yourself and fully embracing the power to be able to handle your thoughts and actually, you know, get rid of old thoughts that don't need to exist, or which thus in returns make space and a place for new things in your future. So again, there's this energy of really having to clean out your closet within your head, right? It's an energy of having to, I don't know if you can see this picture, but there's a lot of shit in the back, right? It's clean. There's a little bit of dirtiness, right? It's not terrible. Like, it's not dirty. It's just that there's a lot of shit, right? There's a lot of collection. There's a lot of memories. There's a lot of, you know, just a collection of things here, okay? And even though it's organized and put in its certain little place, it's still an energy of her still being trapped by microphones that if she just unwraps, she'd be fine. And honestly, they're not even that tight. She could definitely undo it. Actually, it's the controls to the influence. Interesting, the outer influence. I never even noticed that. I didn't even pay attention to that. It's actually the controllers from the television through the radio or whatever this is. It almost looks like frequencies. Interesting. I feel like there's an energy of, again, you know, being trapped by her own thoughts here, clearly, right, is the energy in this card. So again, it's just you're stopping yourself, Virgo, okay, by not fully releasing yourself and again, cleaning out, you know, the clutter. again, I know it's this energy of holding on to something, right? It's not a hoarding energy, but it's an energy of holding on to something within your thought space, honestly. Okay. And again, it stops you from really fully loving and respecting yourself because you're so focused on all this stuff within your thought process. It's not that you don't love yourself, Virgo. It's not that you don't respect yourself. And that's not what I'm saying. So don't misunderstand me. Okay. It's why I have a tattoo misunderstood on the side of me over here. But again, it's an energy of just not even realizing it because you've got all these memories of the past and all these things that you treasure within your thoughts. And it creates the conflicts almost in its own way, you know, because you're focused on those things instead of new thoughts that can lead to new journeys, new beginnings, new love for yourself, a new sense of acknowledging that love and respect for yourself. Very interesting. But let's get one more card. We also have the Strength. Very interesting Leo energy coming through. Yeah, most definitely, right? It creates strength though. So understand that whatever's taking place here, it's like, even though you think you're organized here, Virgo, and even though you think you've got it right, it's an energy of things still not working out, right? Things still not bringing you what it is that you want. And that's what ends up giving you the strength in the long term. It's what ends up giving you the strength forever. Okay. So it's almost like Spirit's showing me the cycle and what happens after the cycle ends and what happens when you get tired of things not going anywhere, when you get tired of things always almost being disrespectful. Like, I feel like there's an energy of honestly being disrespected hardcore here. I feel like someone was disrespected. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords in reverse. Very interesting. I'm picking up on a really hard vibe of someone being very disrespected. Let's see what's going on. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I apologize. Let's see what's going on, Virgo. Let's clarify these energies. Again, we'll be clarifying the clarifiers in the extended, okay? Typically, the zodiac readings have been lasting about 30 minutes, and then the extended is about 15. I'm going to be giving you guys 2 more collective readings this week. You guys, the collective readings, we're going to tap into masculine energy in one reading, and we're going to tap into feminine energy in the other, okay? And we'll take a look at the 7 chakras within each individual energy, okay? Within each individual masculine and feminine, all right? All right, Spirit, what do we have here for the 7 of Wands? What's going on with the 7 of Wands and conflicting energy? Growth. Again, so it's just that transition. You're just growing right now, Virgo, okay? Really growing right now, Virgo. Obviously, earth energy. So it's almost like this energy of either in past tense, again, coming out of those fears, and you face those fears and you won the battle, right? Or you're almost done winning the battle. You've basically slayed the dragon. Now you just got to take the dragon's head back to, whoever was asking for you to slay the dragon and pay you, okay? It is what it is. You're growing. You're almost there. And matter of fact, even with the 8 of Swords, this is positive energy. This is you acknowledging it. And when you acknowledge it, this is when you start to see this is why things don't work out. That's what gives you this strength, Virgo. So it's an energy of really growing here. This week, this energy is focused on growth, Virgo, growth. Seriously. The mind and rhythm of Earth, the analytical one, growing. Page of Swords energy, past. Yeah, I feel like, again, it's an energy of walking away from this. I feel like this has already happened. This is past tense. You're growing from a past tense situation. And so this is why you're having the memories of it. This is why the memories of it are haunting you. But obviously, this comes down to only you can control your thoughts, Virgo, okay? It was a promise that this person made that you're thinking about over and over again. Maybe this person promised that there would never be an ending, promised that they would always be your friend, they would always love you. Maybe they broke up, direction. I feel like there was a promise that was broken, and clearly they went another direction here. Spirit, and obviously we have the 2 of Wands, right, in reverse. Again, they went another direction. This is just confirming. Spirit, what's the 2 of Wands here in reverse? Freedom. Yeah, they wanted freedom. They wanted freedom. And of course, energy's fluid. It could be reversed. This definitely can be you freeing yourself from something as well. So take it how it resonates. But definitely, again, this is why I was saying different situations. For some of you guys, you're going into something new. For some of you guys, it's coming out of. Or you get what I'm saying. But I feel majority of this coming out of, going into something new. But this something new is not necessarily a person. This something new is you. This something new is strength within you, Virgo. Again, I feel like there's an energy of really needing to free yourself from the things that are stopping you from taking this journey and gaining this strength. So I still think, again, there's an energy of someone promising you something here, and there's a lot of broken promises. These broken promises fill your thought process, Virgo. That's what you think about a lot. You think about all these organized things that did not work out, but that leads to direction. I feel like, again, this person takes another direction. And so when this person takes another direction, Virgo, it ends up leading you to taking another direction. It starts acknowledging and makes you look and realize that you're not going anywhere, that you've been left with nothing, right? It's an energy of freeing yourself from that, though. It's the way you're thinking about this. Sorry, I was confused when I explained that because, I'm not in this energy, but I do feel like whatever this is, Virgo, hopefully this makes sense. Yeah, provide. I feel like, again, Spirit saying for you, this energy with whatever this is, if you're just getting out of these fears and you're still having to finish this, this victory and gain this strength, I do feel like you're transitioning again out of the fighting, the actual physical fighting, facing your fears and acknowledging that deep truth. And so you've had your awakening here. This is beyond awakening. Look, this is your awakening. You've had your awakening. Now it's really releasing the past and creating a new way of thinking. So now you're looking, that's what this is. Now you're looking at the way you're thinking about things. You're making a promise to yourself to take a new direction because this didn't work out. This didn't respect you. This didn't serve you. You're freeing yourself from it. I apologize, Virgo. I wasn't understanding it because it was looking like like you weren't seeing it, but freeing. Yeah. And if you're not there yet, Spirit's saying you need to make the promise to yourself. You need to provide for yourself. You need to free yourself from things that are not respecting you. Again, I felt like somebody was putting you down here, Virgo, straight up. Spirit, what's this strength about? Let's get one card for the strength here. Desire. Yeah. So again, it's an energy of really just desiring to be strong and walk away here because there's something happening. I feel like whatever this is, again, different strokes, ego. Bottom of the deck, ego. Someone's listening to their ego and it's not you, Virgo. Okay. I feel like someone you're dealing with is someone who's just someone, again, who doesn't listen to anything else but themselves. It's only beneficial for them. For some of you guys, this person did walk away. Okay. They made a promise to you to walk away and they freed themselves from this. And so you're feeling the negative end, right? You're feeling the person walking away from you and you're feeling the end. You're not feeling new beginning. You're not feeling, again, you're feeling a lack of confidence. You're feeling a lack of issues. And I feel like this ego has to do with you too, obviously, Virgo, okay? I feel like, again, because of the way you're thinking about it. But for some of you guys, you acknowledge this. Again, for some of you guys, you've already had your awakening. Now, for those of you guys really going into a relationship and not coming out of a relationship, Virgo, that's where you're going to see a little bit more issues. It's almost like you're barely starting a cycle. So again, take it how it resonates. I'm getting two different stories here. And so it was a little bit confusing, but hopefully it makes sense now. Again, I feel like for half of you guys, you're coming out of a relationship. You just face the problems and fears. You're acknowledging that the past needs to go and there needs to be a future way of thinking. You thought things through. You're making a promise to yourself to take a direction. And that direction is away from things that don't serve you, things that don't respect and love and appreciate within the connection. Again, freeing yourself and desiring the strength. For the others of you guys going into a relationship, it's a little bit different. I feel like obviously you're going towards something and regardless, you're afraid of it, okay? There's an energy of being afraid of whatever you're walking towards here. Obviously, there's an energy of holding on to the past, so it's affecting the way you're thinking about it, okay? But you're not thinking about it badly. You're just still holding on to some of the, again, the things of the past, right? The past. There's a lot of past energy here. Again, for those of you guys who are thinking about your past, but moving towards something different and you're afraid of really letting go of your past for this something new because you're afraid of it, Spirit saying you're growing though, okay? And there is a promise here within all these things, within the way you're thinking. And there is promise within the direction that you're taking, okay? I feel like you're looking at it like there's not going to be. And so you're not knowing if you should free yourself from this or not, but you do know that you want to be strong to be able to make this decision. So for two different feels here, you guys, I apologize, Virgo, if that was confusing. I do feel like Spirit wants you to know just to be cautious when it comes to this ego, okay? Balance yourself out. Yes, it's good to be strong. Yes, it's good to think about things and be very analytical, Virgo, but it's also important to balance that out with your emotions so that you're not all in your ego, okay? And I know that sounds really confusing, but in other words, you know, don't be so analytical to the point where you may not take a journey because you see or you think because of this past. Again, I feel like whatever this, for those of you guys, okay, let me clarify this, Virgo, one more time. For those of you guys that are going into a connection, but you're afraid of the connection, you're afraid to face the fears of this person, maybe possibly walking away. I feel like for those of you guys that you're in that situation, it's an energy because of what happened in the past. Like you're holding on to things in the past, not necessarily a person. And so what's taking place is that you're thinking about what other people have done wrong to you. So it's an energy of, again, desiring to be strong and to free yourself from things that don't serve you. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. But again, for those of you guys, again, freeing yourself from it, the same thing, you guys, there's strength here for both of you. Okay. The strength to, again, to want and need to be strong, the want and need to really, again, be stable, right, for yourself, and to be able to provide for yourself here, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, Virgo, it's like, afraid of things to change is basically what I'm feeling here, but it's taking place, right? It's an energy of growth. Coming out of fears or going into facing those fears, regardless, changes your way of thinking, right? And again, there's a lot of endings to things that did not serve you. So it's freeing yourself and creating the strength that you need. Very beautiful energy, okay? Before I go, I do want to clarify one more card here, and then we'll get on into the extended, and we'll actually clarify all of these cards. But let's see. I want to clarify, obviously, this freedom, okay? Yes, I understand that, you know, a lot of you guys possibly want to know what was in the past, but obviously here on my channel, it's all about healing and growth, so I do want to focus on the future more than the past. However, we will be tapping into the male, the masculine, not male, I apologize, masculine energy chakra tap-in, and so if you are dealing with someone who is in a masculine energy, we'll definitely tap into their chakras, excuse me, this week. And also to the feminine, if you guys are, you know, or for you guys, excuse me, I cannot talk, or for any of you guys out there interested in feminine energy, same thing, we'll do that with the feminine energy too, so that you guys can see the longer readings of where your person's at and how that perspective can help you to look at the situation and maybe even get closure, move on, and heal for yourself without necessarily having physical words spoken. Does that make sense? From your person. Okay, anyways, my point is that regardless, again, we'll deal with past in another reading, right, this week. I want to focus on this freedom and what's really important about this freedom within this direction here, right, Spirit? What's going on with this freedom energy when it comes to the Two of Wands in reverse? Not taking the right path not being taken. And again, I was feeling an energy of somebody really disrespecting you too, Virgo, again, and that's kind of this energy of why you may be afraid of it. This person, I think, was in your past, okay, this energy I'm feeling. It's a very draining energy, always feeling like you were trapped, right? Always feeling like this person made you. I feel like that's what this is. Whoever this is that you guys are walking away, for the group of you guys that you're walking away from someone and you're going into your future and you want to be strong, it's because this person has put you here. This person has, again, influenced you to think that you are so weak that you can't get up and be strong. It's an energy of, again, allowing someone from your past or even current energy to stop you. So it's an energy of needing to free yourself, Spirit. What's going on with this Two of Wands? The Nine of Lightning, resilience. You're not, again, it's an energy of freeing yourself because you're not being resilient for yourself. You're being resilient for someone who's being toxic. For those of you guys in a relationship, okay, this message is not for all Virgos. This is for very few. But for those of you guys that are still in this connection, again, it's an energy of not feeling like you're not being strong. And it's not that you're not strong. It's that you're not being resilient, meaning that you're not being stable and secure and permanent and forceful with yourself, with the choices you make emotionally for yourself. I feel like you put all your love into this person here and you need to free yourself from it. Whatever, again, that's not for all of you guys, Spirit. Anything else? That's why I felt like I needed to go on with this future, Spirit. What else is going on here? What is this future about? Future, the Empress energy and conflicting energy in the Hermit. Again, I feel like there's an energy of fear, being afraid of facing, you know, the future, facing, again, I feel like feminine energy, someone who's really in their emotions here, but also very much so in their head. Interesting, whoever this is, okay, whoever this part of this message is for you guys, again, this person has done some toxic damage to you. And so you're blaming yourself within your head here. And so what happens, that creates an unbalancing within you. And so this is why Spirit's saying you need to free yourself from this. It's not going anywhere, okay? You need to make better choices. Again, with another 7, okay? You need to face your fears emotionally, okay? Because you haven't been resilient for yourself emotionally. So it's an energy of growing and facing your fears, okay? And no longer being conflicted and facing the truth and seeking the answers, okay? Again, so that you're no longer imbalanced and that you can actually receive the energy, right? And be you and actually receive in the 3D world. Right now, your 3D world's conflicted, okay? Your energy's conflicted, as within, so without, as above, so below. You're conflicted, and in Spirit saying you need to free yourself, again, from things that are not serving you, things that are disrespecting you, things that are not loving to you, things that make you feel less of, things that make you feel trapped and blame yourself. You need to make better choices, okay? So that's all I have for you guys this week. Virgo, bottom of the deck, Master of Gems in reverse. Again, as within, so without. So if things aren't working out for you inside, within the way you think and the way you feel, it's not going to work out for you in the 3D world. And so that's kind of what's taking place here. Spirit saying you need to desire to be strong, but you also need to be resilient when it comes to that strength. You need to not let that strength go. You need to stay strong, okay? So Virgo, that's all I have for you guys this week. We're going to go ahead and get into extended. Like I said, $5 individually. Patreon, $11.11. Okay, 11 cents, $11, $11.11 a month. But yeah, Virgo, regardless, both of you guys are growing here, okay? Regardless of what side you're on, there's an energy of really growing from this and really desiring the strength and really getting it here, okay? Again, it's just all the way you're looking at it and thinking about it. So it's time to, again, clear out some of that clutter in your head because it's not doing you good, okay? Again, you need to make some room for some new thoughts, some cleaner thoughts, some healthier thoughts, okay? I'm not saying for you to walk away from someone, okay? That's not what I'm doing. But if this person, again, if you feel like it's stagnating, if you feel like nothing, if you're with someone, okay? Again, this is just for the very few who are with someone, not necessarily this situation, but who are with someone, technically, currently, right now with someone. It's an energy of just understanding the direction that you're taking. I feel like right now you don't know because there's a lack of self-love and self-respect because you're allowing what others say or what others have said or what others' actions have done has created some clutter within your thoughts. And even though it's organized and it looks good within there, there's an energy of still needing to release some of it, okay? So you need to make this promise to you to take direction, to free yourself from some of this chaos and make better choices, okay? Again, seek the truth, be balanced within you, and be resilient here, okay? Again, Virgo, I love you guys. Stay blessed. Blessed be. All the information that you may need is in the description box. With that being said, you guys, I'll see you next week, all right? Comment down below and let me know how it resonates for you guys. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all that good stuff, all right?